guys, I'm going to show you a demo on how I do the slab bowls. We're getting ready to do our empty bowls event. We do this every year. Last year we skipped it to give it a little bit of a break, but I've been running it for about 5 years now. So I'm going to show you how we do an easy slab bowl. And my kids will actually get on the wheel as well in the next coming weeks, but this is the quickest way to get a ton done. So I had each student make 3 to 4 bowls yesterday. I'm just going to show you how I do it quickly so you know exactly what you need, and I use really easy kitchen products that you can get at Walmart. So essentially what we're going to try to do is make a slab bowl that looks similar to this. My kids do add some really cute details, as you can see in some of these, but we do a texture on the bottom and then we glaze in here, and this is a clear glaze. So we do an underglaze with the black, and then we do a clear glaze over top. So I'm going to show you really quickly how I do this. I got this new tool, which is amazing, and I use it all the time, but it just, I just broke it. Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh. If I broke this, I'm going to be so sad. Okay, I don't think I broke it, but it did fall apart. So I do this quickly. I'm gonna move this really fast. And then I put this through the slab roller. And this is an awesome portable slab roller that is not really heavy. And I go through once, and then I go back. I don't do any wedging of the clay. And then I have a beautiful slab. So I usually let my kids let this sit out for a little while. It's just easier to work with, but it should be fine today. Okay, so I use 2 different size bowls. I use this as the shaper. So this is actually going to go inside, and I just put paper towels inside of it so it doesn't stick and I can get it out. And then this is going to be my tracer. So I'm going to show you a few things that I do first. We always do a textured design on the bottom so you can see the different textures that my kids have used on these. These are already starting to dry out. But essentially what I tell them is they need enough pressure to push down to get the design. But if they don't put enough pressure, let's say I ease up right there and it just doesn't look good, I just get a metal rib and use it as an eraser. Now you don't want to do this too many times because then you're making the clay get thinner and thinner and thinner and it won't look good. So I try to tell them to stand up and apply as much pressure without moving the clay too much, and it becomes a beautiful design. I also have collected tons of doilies. My grandmother used to do these, and now I put them in clay all the time. They are beautiful, and I have tons of them. You just put them down and you use a cute little roller, roll it in real good. You can peel it up for a fun texture too. I'm gonna use this one right now. So I'm just gonna put my styrofoam trusty bowl down. And then you can use a needle tool or any of your wood tools. I'm gonna tell them to go at an angle because in clay, we want really good lines. And I talk to them a lot about craftsmanship in clay because clay can get really messy in the sense of being sharp or just looking terrible because you're not smoothing things out. So I tell them to use this for either another one, they can make another one, or they can use it to make their cute little designs that they're gonna add and attach into the bowl. So then I have them pick it up. So this is gonna be the bottom, and you can see that my edges are really, really sharp. So I just tell them to grab water or a sponge and just use their fingers to kind of round the edges all the way around before they even put it in their bowl. Because I always have to go back after they've turned them in and do it again because they can get jagged again. So once I've gone all the way around, I'm gonna put my paper towel into my cup, my bowl, and then I'm gonna flip it over so the texture is on the bottom. Now I had a couple kids not push it all the way down and they became more of plates, and that's fine too. But I tell them to just press on the inside edges of the bowl, and then we let it dry for a while. So I let it dry, and then they can take this one unattached because we didn't attach it right. But if I have a stamp, I can roll it in here, and then I can take my needle tool and cut it out just like this. And then you score, score, score. So let me show you. So a needle tool works, or forks are great too, but I tell kids you can't just go back and forth like this one time. You really want it to have a ton of texture because it's like putting your fingers together and locking them. That's how it's gonna stick. So we don't have any slip right now, but water works just as good as long as you score like crazy. And then wherever you're putting it, you're also going to score like crazy so you get that crazy texture so it can interlock. And then I put water here, or slip, and water in here, and then I press it real good. Obviously I'm not going to use this as a, well, maybe I could. And then I want to really use that water to smooth out any of the edges. Of the clay and make a really seamless attachment. And then we let them dry out. Okay,
so another thing we started doing a couple years ago is we were giving a gift for coming. So we made these really cute Virginia ornaments, and we had a theme of Virginia is for givers. This year we're doing spoon ornaments. So we attach some leather on the end of it so they can be ornaments, and this year we even added the 2020 on the bottom. I just buy the regular cookie cutters. I've even done these cute cacti, and we glaze them and people purchase them. It's a good way to raise money for empty bowls for your own program. And then here's a bunch that came out of the kiln today. So these are just a fun little add to empty bowls that we have found that people really love.